British English with Alex. Right.
Hey, so welcome back to British English with Alex. Today I'm going to give you 3 quick tips about either understanding or speaking sort of what we'd call common or standard casual British English. So I get quite a lot of questions about this. You know, if anyone ever asks me about pronunciation, things like that, it always tends to be sort of the same kind of things, where they'll send me a clip and they'll say, I don't understand at all what's being said here. You know, can you help me out with this? And a lot of it's because, obviously, as with, I'm assuming, Japanese, when you talk to your friends, when you talk to your family, you speak differently to how you would speak if you were presenting the news, or if you were speaking to a boss or a job interview or something like that. And this is what we call kind of, you know, the difference between we'd say common, you know, everyday English, and I guess what we usually kind of refer to as either BBC English, Queen's English, or posh English. So yeah, 3 quick tips today about things that you might want to listen out for to help you understand. So the first one would be ing words, verbs, so doing, going, seeing. A lot of the time you will hear those without the G sound at the end. So doing, seeing, going, instead of doing, seeing, going. So dropping that G instantly makes it a little bit more casual. If you speak to your boss like that, they're not going to really mind at all, but it is more casual and it isn't what's kind of taught in textbooks and stuff. So if you hear any word that ends with like in, usually it's probably a verb that you know. So what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? That brings me on to my next tip. What you might have heard there is what are you doing? So the doing is dropping the G. The other thing you might have noticed is how the first word, what are you? What word is that? Well, actually, it's a contraction of 2 words. It's what, or 3 words even. What are you doing? So what are you all becomes what are you? So the reason for that is kind of in English, a lot of the time, if a word begins with a vowel, Y included in this for whatever reason, a lot of the time it'll kind of join on to the last thing that you said. So in this case, we have what, are begins with an A, so it becomes what are. Y also kind of counts as a vowel, so what are you? So all 3 of those words kind of get mashed together to become what are you doing? So it is confusing. Obviously hearing it at a native pace is probably quite difficult, but at least now hopefully you'll be able to kind of listen out for those things and decompress the words into things that you actually know, because this is the thing with a lot of these sentences, and I know from learning Japanese it's exactly the same. When a native speaker is speaking, they speak quite quickly and everything kind of becomes all one big jumble and you get confused and you think, oh, I don't know what that word is. But then if you see it written out, you actually realize, oh no, they're just pushing a whole bunch of words together into like one word, and that's what makes it difficult. So hopefully, you know, if anyone ever asks you, what are you doing? You'll know what they're actually saying is, what are you doing? So the last one, and again, it kind of comes down to this common English, would be T's. A lot of the time, T's are kind of dropped if they're in the middle of a word. For example, if we had getting, what are you getting from the shop? So what are you going to buy? What are you getting from the shop? If you're going to say that more casually, you'd probably say, what are you getting from the shop? What are you getting from the shop? So that getting, not only have we dropped the G at the end, But sometimes we also drop the T's in the middle. Confusing, I know. So what are you getting from the shop? So yeah, a lot of the time the T kind of gets dropped. Again, it's very difficult to hear at a fast pace and be able to process that, but hopefully this will help you kind of at least be aware of it and know that it's a thing. So hopefully this has helped you out with kind of, if you're watching, I don't know, some dramas on Netflix or something, some British dramas or British comedies, you'll often hear people speaking common English, and that will be something that you'll have to get used to, I guess, if you're going to be fluent in British English. I just did it then, fluent. So dropped the T at the end there, didn't I? Fluent in instead of fluent. But there you go. Now you can see, actually, it's not that scary, and it is all words that you probably do know. It's just because people are relaxed when they're speaking their native language, they tend to fall into these little habits. So hopefully that was helpful to you guys. I would love to put out more videos, so if you guys could tell me what sort of things you want to see me cover in more future videos, just let me know in the comments, or if you are someone who's come here from HelloTalk, be sure to just send me a message on there. I don't know if I can link my HelloTalk, so if you are on it and haven't spoke to me or haven't found me from there, I don't know. I'm also on Instagram and Twitter, I believe. Those will be in the descriptions down below. I think that's about it. There'll be an email address as well down below that you can send questions to, and hopefully I will cover them in a future video. If you do want to keep up to date with all of these videos, do all of the stuff that you're supposed to do, the like, subscribe, clicking all the buttons that are all the way around here. That'll help out a lot with being able to make sure that you keep up to date with these. So thank you for watching, and hopefully we'll see you in the next video.